Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Salem. And our question tonight comes to us from Draconum Blade. And Draconum Blade asks what one should do if something goes wrong during a spell. And examples of what might go wrong during a spell: if you're doing a burning spell and the paper won't burn, if you're writing a spell and your pen turns out not to have any ink in it, if you accidentally burn yourself on a candle or a thurible or anything else that might be hot on your altar, if you spill the water that you might be using for a blessing, or so on and so forth. There are many, many little things that could happen, and the answer to this question is that what you should do depends on two main issues. The first one is what it is that goes wrong, and the second is how it feels to you. A lot of things that go wrong, in my opinion, are simply accidents you should ignore and continue forward. If you find your pen does not have any ink, I would get another pen. That might mean that you have to start over, but I wouldn't necessarily take that as a sign that you shouldn't go forward. If your paper does not burn in a burning, I would take that to mean that you probably need to do it more than once because it's having a sluggish start. I would definitely take the way that the paper burns as a sign, not of whether you should do the spell or not, but whether and to what extent it is working and how fast it is working. Many other little things like that, you might ask yourself if they mean something, but the second part of the consideration is, how do you feel about it? If, for example, you run out of ink from your pen as you're writing the spell, and it feels to you like this is a sign, like, as if you feel you're being told you should not do it, well, you should certainly listen to that. If you feel that the paper not burning means you should not be doing that particular working, you should listen to that. Even if you have the feeling you should not be doing it, and nothing has gone wrong, you should listen to your intuition, because that's a great deal of what this path is about, listening to your own guidance. If, on the other hand, it doesn't feel like anything wrong to you, then I would say continue forward. I think a lot of people allow themselves to be stopped by things that should not stop them. I will always remember a particular ritual in which the priestess was preparing to bless the circle with salt and water and discovered at the last minute that there was no water. And what did she do? She went and got water. She did not cancel the ritual, she got water. And this is, in my opinion, generally the best way to handle things. If it's a problem that can be easily solved, simply solve it. But if it does feel to you like it's a message, that's another matter. And I would say that it isn't necessarily the thing that happens, but the feeling that you should pay attention to. So those are some of my feelings on the matter, and until next time, may you blessed be.